Or recently we got a very rare Kanye W. For a long time we've been hearing his disapproval of how Kim has been raising his daughter Northwest, and recently we saw in real time not just why he felt that way, but proof that he is right in feeling that way, and that we should all feel some way about how Kim is raising Northwest. Now we're gonna watch this video and we're gonna talk about how Kanye was actually right this time.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye's daughter Northwest. 12 sparks concern after fake face tattoos and piercings.
Bitch, I wake up, no stylist. Fresh as fuck, I put it on her up, I did this shit. Got this fire on her makeup and she still look bad as shit. She in school, but it's...
And now people in the comment section are saying, a kid doing kid shit and y'all bugging out. It's ridiculous. Another commenter said,
alright, what do y'all think in the chat, bro, in the comments, bro? Is this a kid doing kid shit, or is this fucking weird? I think I already know how y'all are gonna respond.
we owe Kanye a sincere public apology. He's been right about everything this whole time. Someone else said, give him back to Kanye. Kanye was right. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this video...
Kanye was always right. I don't know about all that, bro. I don't know about all that.
Give him back to Kanye. Kanye was right.
I don't know about Kanye always being right, but he was for sure right this time. We got to give him that.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this video, just for your information, was posted to Kim and Northwest's TikTok page, and as you can see, she started posting a whole bunch of stuff involving her daughter on this particular page. She's kind of been tracking her daughter's antics over the years, so yeah, there's like a lot of different content. And
this is weird. I'm gonna be honest, this is weird, bro. Like having a kid and then making like a social media page for them at such a young age is weird, and it's just a fast track to make sure your kid ends up living the wrong life, or like ends up in the wrong place in life, or maybe just the same place that Kim was. But that being said, it's like, why would you want that for your child, especially when you have the power to determine what their interests are going to be, what they're going to be into? It doesn't make sense.
Regards to all the phases her daughter's been through over the years, you know, growing up and whatnot. So as far as I can see with the general sentiment, somebody in the comment section also said she's a child. Why is this child acting like an adult? If I did this at 12, would have got the belt buckle instead of a belt. Yo, that's kind of crazy because it's true, bro. I definitely know that's
so real though. Like, bro, if I was acting like that at that age, bro, I would never hear the end of it, bro. I'll be, sheesh. I'd never do it again. I'll tell you that much. I'd never do it again.
My grandmother, the Christian grandmother that I kind of grew up with, if I came home dressed like this, would have been freaked the F out. I swear. But yeah, as of lately, you know, it seems like this new look that Kim and Kanye's daughter, Northwest, is sporting has made it into the news cycle. You know, previously in the previous video I made about this situation regarding Northwest and, you know, everything that's been going on, she was, you know, kind of dressed like this. A lot of people criticized it. The entire internet basically said, you know, maybe a 12-year-old shouldn't be dressed like this. As you can see with the type of attire she's wearing, it makes her look kind of older.
No, that's so fried. That's so fried. And the fact that her mom is supporting this, bro, but this flick like shows exactly like why it's going this way. Like, look at the mom, bro. Look at the way this 40-some-year-old woman is dressed next to her, I'm assuming teenage, maybe younger than teenage daughter. It's just fried. It's fried, bro. Like, she's setting her kid up for failure, bro. And as crazy as Kanye is, I agree with those comments, bro. Send her back to Kanye. Sheesh.
For her age, you know, she has this kind of, I don't know, what do you call it, a corset with an attached skirt, kind of accentuating and holding things up that should not be held up. You know, then we had the internet talking about this particular phase she was going through with the blue hair. I guess she likes blue a lot, you know, and the makeup, the contour. Listen, I'm clearly not the father of this child, obviously. I have no children. But it seems as though, and it's very obvious, that Kim Kardashian's influence on her daughter, Northwest Kardashian, is very heavy. You know, you can see how basically, and this is just pure speculation, she's kind of, you know, grooming her daughter to, you know, present herself a certain kind of way in that entertainment Hollywood sphere, look, which a lot of people...
Facts, bro. She's trying to make a mini-me, bro. She's just trying to make her daughter exactly who she is. And I feel like this, like, I mean, this frame, bro, is like the perfect example. Not necessarily the perfect example, but it's I would say the picture before with the corset and the skirt was a perfect example, bro, of her doing that. And it's insane that, like, this is able to happen, bro. And like, and the father is kept out of the picture, and his feelings, bro, are not heard or respected, based on this situation. I feel like, I feel like she just gotta listen to Kanye. She gotta listen to Kanye. But at the end of the day, she probably doing this to get under Kanye's skin because she see it does.
People are saying this is like for Halloween attire. I don't know. I really don't know. A lot of people are now saying that, you know, this is kind of going too far, right? This is getting a little spooky, a little freaky. And now we have reports of people actually coming out back to defend Kanye, right? And we actually have this old video resurfacing of Kanye, I think like 2 years ago.
Bro, Kanye was right and everybody called him crazy. Facts.
Complaining about all this before it even occurred, right? Because he saw the little red flags, and this is how that went.
Hey, everybody. I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not. There's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
So yeah, as you guys can see, Kanye had some very strong words towards Kim, the courts, TikTok, and Disney. He didn't want his daughter to be used by all these different platforms and mediums and puppeteers to exploit her image and likeness in the media. And as we can see, it's crazy how we're seeing this now in real time. This man, as I always say, when it comes to Kanye in the media, listen, we can all acknowledge that he's said a lot of and done a lot of crazy shit. It is what it is. But when it comes to his daughter, bro, he's always seemed to be a very overprotective father, naturally. And with Kim is, you know, as powerful as Kanye, if not more rich, I believe at this point in time. She's a billionaire as well via the Kardashians. I mean, hey, what more can you say? Kanye was kind of right, especially with him talking about the TikTok stuff. And, you know, I believe Kim has taken down a lot of videos, by the way, but yeah.
That's a fact, bro. It's Kim and North, but it's all North. It's all North. This is crazy. This is insane. Managed by an adult. She's not even old enough to have an account. Like, what are we even doing here, bro? And that's why I say, like, it doesn't make sense because she's not doing it for her. She's not doing it for North. She's doing it to upset Kanye. It's like, it's so obvious, I feel like, at this point that it's like it's even from that video, bro, from how long ago? He's like, stop antagonizing me with this TikTok stuff, and she's still doing it. We watching this happen right now, like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah, this is the page he's referring to. And I can understand as a father, you don't want your ex-wife literally documenting every facet of your daughter's phases and weird moments to be publicized for millions of people on the internet. But then again, this is how Kim Kardashian got famous. If you guys know how she got famous with Ray J, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. No shade, no disrespect, but it is what it is. Like, that was a key moment, a pivotal moment in her life that she capitalized on to blow her brand up, and it worked. Hopefully, she's not trying to get her daughter to do anything like that in the future, because that would be...
But that's all it looks like. All it looks like is her trying to get her daughter to follow in her footsteps, to be a social media personality and get her moment and capitalize on that. And I hope that's not the case for the sake of her, for the sake of the child, for the sake of Kanye. God damn.
Diabolical. And it would be very ironic given Kim Kardashian's own mother, Kris Jenner, was apparently the one who brokered the deal between Ray J and Kim Kardashian to kind of get that out there.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That sounds like some conspiracy theory on Reddit. That sounds like some conspiracy theory on Reddit. That's real? That's real life? Her mom brokered the deal to make her a porn star? And now we see it replaying in real time. Bro, hey, somebody pray for this child, bro. Somebody, bro.
And make that go viral. It's pretty diabolical stuff, I swear to God.
I know Kanye praying for this child, bro.
But if you know, you know. Here we have another person on Twitter saying she's just a Molly Santana fan. Y'all gassing it. And I really had to search up who Molly Santana was. And apparently it's this woman right here that you can see Northwest with in this photo. I also found a video of this Molly Santana girl. And she does have this particular look that I see a lot of, like Asian-esque rappers, you know, people who have like Asian ancestry rocking like these black teeth. Apparently that's a significant cultural thing in certain communities. But yeah, you can see, you know, she has like the alt rock, like alt emo emo type look that a lot of like, that's super popular nowadays with like people like Lil Uzi, Cardi, not Cardi B. I'm talking about Playboy Cardi. You also have rappers like Destroy Lonely that I think she took a picture with. This is
Bro, we love Molly Santana, and we not blaming the artist for the influence, bro. We blaming the parents, bro. We blaming the parents for letting this shit happen. Not the parents, the parent. The parent. And the figures in her life for letting this shit happen, bro. Because this shit shouldn't happen, bro. How old is this kid? Like, genuinely, how old is this kid, bro? She not old enough to have a TikTok account, but she old enough to be outside dressing like... Not even necessarily this, bro. Like, this ain't even doing the most, bro. But the last one was crazy.
Destroy Lonely, right? And rappers like Summers as well, who just like this whole emo rock, alt rock, that whole I'm gonna kill my mom, kill my dad, school shooter type vibe. Like, hey man, if this is what people want to dress up like, they can go for it, man. Hey, people, this is what I love about America and modern society. People are free to express themselves in any way they want. It also actually reminds me of this guy that I follow on TikTok by the name of Baby Goth K. I know at first he looks very androgynous. Certain photos or videos, he did come off looking like kind of like a girl, right? But you could see him rocking this particular type of style here as well, right? I think he's friends with Lil Uzi as well. Yeah, Lil Uzi's right here. So yeah, you can see. I mean, it's just a particular, I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with the creative aspect of it, to be honest. And honestly, this is nothing new, by the way. Obviously, this style stems from emo grunge of the 90s and I believe the late 80s, right? Midwestern emo type stuff that I suppose a lot of like traditionally milquetoast, just normal people in society are, they can find this a little creepy is what I'm trying to say. They're not really used to these particular looks, right? And this goes for all demographics. A lot of people, if you see somebody outside looking like this, you're gonna be like, hey, is it safe for me to be in the general proximity of this person? Are they going to start shooting things up? I mean, let's be for real here. You have people coming outside dressed like the Joker. It might set a few alarm bells off, let's be honest. But as for my thoughts about this, my genuine thoughts about this entire situation, not gonna lie, I do understand the aspect of this, being for Halloween season. She wants to dress up and hang out with her friends and do all kind of like wacky ass shit. Apparently her favorite rappers are Summers, Destroy Lonely, and this other girl Molly.
But even so, I don't think this should be on the internet, bro. I blame the mother, bro. I blame the mother for even putting this on the internet, bro. I think that's bogus and weird, and it makes me feel really uncomfortable. I don't know, bro. I don't even know what to say, to be real, bro.
Santana
CIA
or some
doing
shit.
backflips right now, bro. That's a fact, bro. Valid Kanye crash out.
I will say though, I mean, this is nothing out of the ordinary for rich kids. Let's be honest here. Even if this extends beyond Halloween and she actually starts to adopt this look, I wouldn't be shocked nor surprised. And I will acknowledge that this is the very same thing that Kanye, was trying to call out and was trying to prevent for his own daughter. But it is what it is. I mean, Kim Kardashian's her mom. What can you really do? It is what it is, I don't know what else to say, bro, because I'm so used to all the shenanigans and the tomfoolery of society that none of this really shocks me. And this is, I don't know what Kanye is gonna do, because obviously Kanye is very adverse to media exploitation for himself, right? This is why I'm not gonna get into Kanye, but he doesn't want the same thing that happened to him in particular ways that happens to his daughter, right? And I understand that as a father, you want to protect your daughter, but what can you do if you have no power over the situation and you can't control how she dresses? Meanwhile, you have people in the public who are criticizing your own daughter for dressing in a particular way of which you probably didn't approve of. As a father, then I don't know. I'm just like, I don't have the answers.
That just puts him in such a tough situation, because he don't even got a say in if she dresses like that or not, but he's got to deal with the consequences and the repercussions of other people's opinions, bro. And it's like, even in this picture, bro, these are like I don't even know, bro. I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's right for kids this age to be doing it up, bro. To be doing it up in this way, bro. Posting all type of pictures, videos, bro. It's just like, it's going to attract all the wrong attention. And I feel like that's Kim's game. That's her play. She sees all like family as a business, and that's why like the Kardashians was so creative, or was so successful, I mean. And that's kind of her angle for it. Like, she's trying to integrate North into the business the same way like the rest of the family is, but it just, bro, it's not gonna go well, bro. I mean, it's gonna go well for her, but is it gonna go well for her? You feel what I'm saying?
I really don't. But hopefully it's just a phase. Hopefully, this is just a part of spooky season attire, and she doesn't actually start dressing like this year round, 24/7. For Kanye's sake, obviously. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about the situation. Also,
I think this entire situation is so weird. I don't even really want to talk about it, to be real. I just think it's so strange, though, for a parent to really give their child to the industry in that way, bro. Especially when you're like, your whole life was built in that. Like, you got your kid in school so they could do something normal. So they could do something normal and like have a normal life, a normal job. But you feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do. And Kim's going to do what she wants to do to upset Kanye, to get eyes on her daughter for whatever reason. For whatever reason she would want that, bro. Like I said, probably to integrate her into the business, which is sad, dystopian, scary, and just sinister. And I really hope that we don't keep seeing things go in this direction, because I don't know. I just think of the well-being of the child, the well-being of the father. I can't see this going any further being good for either of those people. But yeah,